Hello and welcome, this is Oshi and this is gonna be another unboxing of the Muse tarot, which I know it's not a new deck for a lot of people, but it's new for me, so I'm gonna record this video because I always do. And at the end I'm gonna take a look at how the cards look next to the light seers and the sacred creators, because Oracle deck, because those are both from Chris and who created the Muse tarot. I also want to see how the cards look in a spread, because there's the kings are landscapes, so I'm quite curious if you pull a king and two other regular cards, how they gonna look on the table. So let's take a look. This is the mass market version, by the way. And this is the box. You can read the inside if you would like to. I missed out on all the Kickstarters for these, but to be honest, I'm quite happy with my mass market, and I appreciate when a creator trusts a company with their decks, because most of the times this is the only available option for me, living in Hungary and blah blah blah. So yeah, I really do hope that when someone is thinking about going mass market, they look at people who appreciate going mass market and do it. So there's only this little paper thing holding. Oh, it's not paper though. I'm not simple paper. It's harder to throw it away. So right away there is a cardstock difference between, I feel, the light seers and this one. The light seers feels much thicker, and I don't know how well these behave, but I know that the light seers always felt too chunky for me. But next to each other, the light seers is only like one card higher, taller than the, so maybe it's just my feeling, and they are exactly the same. We'll see, but let's not get ahead ourselves. Okay, so let's go through the cards. Hopefully the light is sufficient. Oh, this is the back, very similar to the other two, with this rhombus, it's a rhombus, something geometrical shape, but it has flowers on it, not just like the light seers. So this is a very, how would I say, I think for me it feels like a spring deck, and it feels like a very fashion inspired deck. So I wanted this deck the biggest reason why I wanted this deck was because the High Priestess, but because this deck feels like it could be actually like a muse, an inspiration for creative stuff. So we will see. So I'm gonna stop and let's look at the cards. We have the Fool with the Galaxy. So it's kind of like a traditional meaning, but in a way, there's a lot of abstract element of the card. The Magician, because you can see that here there are 4 things on her table, but those are not the regular symbols for pentacles and wands, so you can't really find the well-known symbolism in the cards. And I really like the font. That I really like. But I mean, she's still creating, so I think if you know enough tarot, you can use this. And this is the card that kept hunting me, and this is why I wanted to get this deck, because she is absolutely beautiful, and I really like that she has the runes here. I mean, I'm still not using my runes, but hopefully soon. And she has a curtain behind the curtain there's knowledge. So like I said, a lot of it is there, but you have to know your tarot. It's not a beginner deck for sure. At least I don't think so. Three, the Empress, of course, with all the planets inside her. I love her pink hair. Hope I was in frame. The Emperor. So as far as I know, there are no males in this deck, which I kind of sad, because I know that it's a very empowering and female-oriented deck, but I like my men, and I like balance in tarot decks. The Hierophant. Interesting that these candles are pointing down, if they are candles. I mean, I think they are candles. Or volcanoes. So yeah, I'm not sure how well I will be with the deck. You know, how our connection will be, we'll see. But I know that for a while, for now, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna edge it, because just in case, you know, I'm not keeping it, I don't wanna ruin it for someone else. We have the Lovers. I like the colors. But yeah. This is that kind of deck for me that I want it for the aesthetic, but I'm not sure I can really do with it, so we'll see. The Chariot. This is a good chariot. I really like the background. Strength. I like that she's holding the infinity symbol there. The Hermit. I don't think I will, you know, make a lot of comments on these cards, so hopefully this is gonna be a quicker one. Famous last words. The Heel. I feel like I need to read the guidebook very well, even though the guidebook for this edition, the mass market, is quite small compared to the original one, obviously. Justice is 11. Wow. I mean, I like this part, but this is a bit creepy. Hanged Muse. I like her ties. And the cat ties. Death with a moth. Another beautiful butterfly. I kind of like that. I really hope that if I read the guidebook, I will love this deck. This card I don't like. I don't like her face. I mean, the way she looks, her eyes are kind of creepy. But I like the colors of the bottom part. The devil, the devil reminds me of Bjork, by the way. It's interesting that the threads are, I mean, who's playing with whom? Because who's the devil in here? Because I assumed that the biggest, you know, figure is the devil, but feels like these two are the ones, you know, the puppet masters. The Tower is a very interesting one. You know, this is one of those cards when I like it, but I can't explain why. Because, you know, the Tower is in the above part, not in the below part. The Star. For some reason this feels very Catholic to me, the way she looks. I know she doesn't look anything like, you know, Maria Magdalena or whatever, but it still feels like that. Oh, we have the moon, pink moon, which is pretty. The sun is not a sun, it is a chakra, right? Or something like that. Yeah, it's here as well. I don't have a lot of sun right now. So instead of judgment, we have awakening, which I really like. And she looks beautiful with the blue galaxy skin. And I'm a sucker for these backgrounds. So yeah, I like awakening instead of judgment, though I don't have a problem with judgment either. The word cosmos. Okay. Honestly, I don't know what I'm thinking about this deck yet. I mean, there are cards like this one. I love the colors. I'm a sucker for colors. So hopefully I will get intuitively a lot out of it. And because what I'm worried about is that I will get a card like this and I will be like, okay, so what is Ace of Inspiration, which I think Ace of Swords maybe means, and you know that I have to stop and pull up knowledge I have. I don't like to do that. I like it when whatever the message is just flows out, because I like reading intuitively. I mean, that's usually what I do. I'm just gonna check. Is there? Where is the for dummies part? Muse, okay. I mean, we're gonna check the book, but so there's no explanation for dummies. Okay, then I'm gonna go with the assumption that inspiration is swords. If not, we're gonna figure it out. Just because, you know, usually that's connected to, I mean, it could be wands, but, or is it wands? Huh, yeah, it must be wands, right? Well, yeah, because two of wands, planning. Yeah, it's not making a decision, it's planning, so, okay. Domino. Do you guys have, I always wanted to ask, so I don't know if you're watching, do you have little signs assigned to you in kindergarten? Because we never had our names, you know, written on our, where we kept our coat and boots and stuff. We always had symbols, and mine was one of them, because I attended in 2 kindergartens. One was a cat and one was domino. So I always wanted to ask, and I know that in the middle of a walkthrough it's probably not where I should, but if you're watching and, you know, you feel like commenting, please tell me, do you have that system when you grow up? I like these. You're gonna soon learn that this is my favorite color, so you're not gonna be surprised when you see that. 4 of Inspiration, 4 of Wands, right? Yeah, it has to be all the... Huh. This feels different. Let's put it aside and check it later. 5 of Inspiration. Interesting. Yeah, okay, yeah, 6 of Wands, okay. I like these dots, and you know, I just like the aesthetic, but I'm not sure if an aesthetic is enough for a deck to be a good reader. 7 of Inspiration. I mean, I'm really hoping, because I can't easily just, you know, sell my decks or trade my decks because of how unreliable and why does it feel thicker, expensive the Hungarian post is. So making a mistake, so to speak, buying a deck is not that easy to fix. 8 of Wands. Oh, kind of like it. I always wished I could wear these heels, but I just can't. 9 of Inspiration with beautiful oranges. Quite curious. 10 of Inspirations. Yeah. Carrying a lot. Taking care of responsibilities as well. Oh, we have the Page of Wands, the Page of Inspiration with black cats and beautiful rainbow hair. I like this one. The Knight of Inspiration. This is a beautiful horse. I mean, I'm not a horse person. But the Queen. Oh, I like these lines, the same ones from the 4 of Wands. Are these chakra or just colors? And we have the first king, so to speak, but instead of kings we have muses. Muse of Inspiration. Very interesting. Okay, Ace of Emotions, that has to be cups. Yeah. Okay, was there the symbol in the Ace of fire as well? Oh, I mean, sort of. Okay, so Ace of Emotions. A lot of blue and water, kind of, so it's good. 2 of Cups. Interesting. Not my favorite. I mean, maybe if I know enough about ballet, I will know that this is about equality. Ooh, this is beautiful. I mean, she is beautiful. The hair, the makeup, the clothes. Ooh, I like this one. 3 of Cups is a good one. Four of Cups sitting in a cup, which are 2 faces as well. The 5. Feeling a bit more, you know, over dramatic, which can be, you know, when we enjoy that feeling of being in sadness because other people are paying attention to us when we are experiencing that. 6 of Cups. I like her. I like her a lot. Seven of Cups. Oh, the 8. Okay. Is this a black sun or a black hole? Because it feels like she's walking in a desert because of the texture. So it's definitely not your typical walking away from something, you know, difficult. Nine of Emotions. Oh, these look pretty. Oh, can you imagine how they reflect back the light? 10 of emotions, aka cups. Well, I mean, okay, chakra. I don't know which one yet. I will learn. But I don't feel 10 of cups from this yet. Page of emotions with tentacles. That's very useful if you think about it. Another horse for a knight. Knight of emotions. The queen. Interesting. Because we have a walking figure up here. And this is all underneath. We have the Muse of emotions, aka the king. Has a lot going on in these cards. I don't know what I think if it would be just half. I like it. This is one of my favorite ones, the Ace of Voices, because of all the colors. Okay, so there is how you I was curious how the line would be present in the triangle. Let's put this aside as well. Oh, the Two of Voices, aka swords, look quite different with the browns. And she has sand on her arms. Three of Voices. Oh. I hope it's not too... I mean, what do you think? Is it too abstract for you? Do you use this deck? Or do you just use it for Instagram? Because I keep seeing it on Instagram. I mean, it photographs very well. Four of Swords, taking a rest. I kind of don't look at the Four of Swords as, you know, just taking a nap and because, oh, I'm a little tired. For me, the card represents that stage when you're getting really close to exhaustion and you need to take that rest, because if you don't take it, you're going to end up in the Ten of Swords, you're going to end up sick, or, you know, you overwork yourself too much. So, you know, when I look at someone like her who's like, la 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 la, that's not enough for me. But that's just, you know, my thing. Some cards feel quite different. I don't know how to explain it. Like the finish is different on certain cards. Five of Voices. Okay. I mean, Olive Branch. Six of Voices or Swords. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, it looks cool. But I definitely don't get Six of Swords from it. Seven of Voices with a fox-headed lady. Eight of Swords, okay. I mean, the colors, the themes for cards are very helpful. But we'll see. Nine of Voices. The 10. That's... I mean, in such a deck, this is good enough. Ten of Swords. The Page. I like her glasses. The Knight with the Pegasus. Obviously, because you need a flying horse for air. Oh, look at the Queen. I like her hair. And all the ravens. Okay, and we have the King of Swords. It's interesting that always a small tiny figure as well in these cards. Let's see. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, the 2. This is a good 2. Okay, 6. Having all the heads on top of each other. Interesting kind of zombie teamwork. Oh, look at that. The form. Oh, I kind of like her expression for this card. Because it has a little bit of, hey, look at me, I have so much. I'm so rich. I'm not gonna give you anything because, you know, I need to stay rich. 5. I like the colors. And this is a good one. I mean, it reflects back the loneliness, the isolation, and the possible solution being close to you, but just not seeing it. The 6. And yeah, I guess maybe because of the back, it feels very springish. So I will work with this in the next 3 months alongside with the Tarot. So we will see how it will read. And the 7. Okay. The 8. Ooh, with all the tattoos. Oh, I need a new tattoo. The 9. It looks like one of those plastic things that you put the pasta in to, you know, drain the water. I'm assuming it's not supposed to look like that. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles is much better because there's generations here, there's something they work together, you know, a tree that will be there for a long time, it's legacy. I see what I need to see in the 10 of Pentacles without, you know, really just searching and looking for it. That's why I'm curious if, you know, there are cards like that where you can easily get the meaning, if these are differ, or I'm just not seeing that. The Page of Materials. Trying to become a rose, I guess. The Knight of Materials looks exactly as fast moving as the others. I mean, it would have been better if the horse would have been a bit less in motion. But the color scheme, perfect. The Queen of Materials. She definitely has that elegant feeling for her. And the last one is the Muse of Materials. Interestingly, in this one they are facing each other. Okay, so I put a few cards aside. Let's check how they look on the table. Well, I mean, this kind of looks a little bit awkward. I mean, it's not bad, but I would definitely, you know, not do this. So for a one card reading, it's very well. It looks very well. For 3 card, it's, if you're like me, you're gonna might be bothered by the symmetry. But you can't always do that if you're doing positional ones. I mean, it's not bad. It's just weird, which, you know, might be a thing that's good. But I'm not sure how cohesive they look, you know, when you put them, because, yeah, from the same suit, definitely. The colors look very nice next to each other, that's for sure. So if you do, you know, spreads, they will look good next to each other, but they might become a little busy. I mean, because other decks give me a much clearer message. But let's see how they look next to... well, should I check a card in the guidebook first? Let's check the 4 of Inspiration first. Hopefully I'm gonna timestamp stuff so you can skip around. What is this 4 of Inspiration? Okay, I don't wanna break the book. For an event or gathering, time with friends and family. I mean, they are with friends, I guess. Like a little coven. Celebration, happiness, a marriage or another important milestone. Experiencing the sacred in your community. I feel more that part. There is a prompt, and the prompt is a gala of stability. Stability. Yeah, I'm not gonna read it too much. But it's the 4 elements, so the lines are the 4 elements. Okay, the style is very similar to the lights here, so definitely, in my opinion, not beginner friendly. So let's pull a few from... I just love this deck. So how do we do this? No, I know what I want to do. I'm gonna put one from each. And the Sacred Creator as well. Which I love, by the way. So, using the 3 cards, a reading would look like this, which is really nice. The tree on a table looks very nice for sure. So let's see. So we have the Devil, the Ace of Voices, and Feed Your Artist. You can get quite interesting combinations for sure. The Knight of Swords. I don't want the 4 of Another 4, okay. And let's see. You have Knight of Swords, the 4 emotions, and the Creator, the water element itself with the emotions. So yeah, the 3 decks looks very nice next to each other. I still prefer the Light Seers, but I think these 2 matches much better, because even though this feels like, you know, a painted, I mean, it looks like a painted deck, the colors matches very well with these. I mean, Knight of Materials with the overthinking can spoil the magic is is very nice. But I think if you put the Tower next to it, you can get very good readings from the 2 as well. So they play nice to each other, nice with each other. But when you have that one, you know, King or Muse, sorry, card, that will definitely need some adjusting. So I'm not entirely sure I'm liking that. Let's have another one. With the 9 of emotions and nourish the sacred feminine. Yeah, they look nice to each other. Okay, so yeah. I'm gonna stop because I could do this forever and there's no real point doing that. Oh, I'm gonna show you the backs as a closing, I guess. So they look, these as well look nice on the table because they are obviously very similar, and it feels very nice, you know, between the shadow and the light. There's the Muse, which if you think about it, it can be. But yeah, that was my little walkthrough and first impression. I don't know how I'm gonna work with this deck. I'm gonna go through and check the guidebook, and then if I decide to rehome or not, I'm definitely gonna post a 6-month in with this deck as well. So if you're curious about my long-term experience with the deck, just please look forward for that. And yeah, that was all. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.